Hey guys, back with another Echoing Thoughts podcast here, episode number 104. And this episode, I just wanted to, um, I'm going to start off with the Dream Balloon event. I know I already posted the video yesterday if you didn't see it, but I just wanted to repost it again, honestly, because I feel like it's really important. Hopefully, you guys watch it and catch it before you guys, get misled or misunderstood. But the event is a little bit not what it seems at first. It seems too good to be true, and lo and behold, it is. It's not that great of an event, but I talk about that. And then the main thing in this episode, again, I want to get back into just last year I did the class showcases, trying to showcase all these different classes, and it hit a dead end right at Cadena. I'll be the first to admit I did not want to do Cadena and just couldn't find any content. And unfortunately, um, it died there. And so I figured I still enjoy watching gameplay, content, other people do their thing. And so I'm just going to get back to it. Just whatever I see out there, just cool gameplay, cool content. And right now, it's insane to see all the opportunities for players to do um, one-off things, unique things, solo content, duo bosses, all these different things. Whether it's, um, I got Geminis doing basically soloing Gloom in, doing almost over 1 trillion damage pre-signet. To Rubedo, the OG Demon Slayer, to Devil, the number one Shadower, doing soloing multi hard Damien and multi Lucid. Um, it's just cool. Just cool, man, to see people test their boundaries and just have fun with it, right? That's kind of what I've always liked and still kind of kept me around in this game. And the practice mode really allows for that without really compromising your team. So that is what I'm going to showcase in this podcast and hopefully entice people in the future to share content, post content. It doesn't have to be, it's just gameplay, right? Doing fun, fun things, right? And like I know the number one Lumi and the number one Dual Blade were doing Duo Gloom. I know in EU, shout out to EU, Sands and Swords, the DK and Nightlord in there, uh, cleared Duo Gloom, waiting for the video, the content, but waiting for Fire Poison to show his um his gameplay. Ben Wong, just anyone. It doesn't have to be the highest end game. That'd be nice, but I just like to see people try new things, right? Whether it's soloing Lotus, multi Lotus, soloing multi Arc, you know, I don't know, doing hard Damien, whatever it is. I think it's always cool to see people play the game, do cool things, challenge themselves and test the boundaries and show off their not just their gear but also their gameplay, their skill, right? Because a lot of this stuff um, kind of really exposes solo content and doing less than 10-man teams kind of requires more skill from the players to figure it out and to do it. So exciting to see. I'm hoping this is to share more content, gameplay moving forward. This is just the beginning, but hopefully you guys enjoy this episode and we can move forward with this. So I wanted to quickly just talk about this new event that is coming to the game, dropped on May 1st, this Dream Point shop. Sort of a similar to what we used to have like as a Sunshine shop, kind of a combination also of Moonfrag, sort of. It's very unique, and I think I thought it was worth it to talk about it because it's very confusing, and it may be a little bit misleading. And I'll show you an example of this, right? So, like anything else, packages, right? So any of these packages are going to show crystal points here, right? So like this, for example. And so 690 is not this dream balloons. These dream balloons mentioned here are not equivalent to this shop, okay? Dream balloons versus dream points, okay? Very, very different. And the hard part is you have to navigate through multiple screens. They're not all in the same place, and they can't easily get from one to another. So event is where these dream balloons are. So okay, so for example, I purchased for content purposes. One package here, 299, and one package here. Okay, so this is where I got my 3680. Okay, and then that allowed me to get all of these, unlock these, and this is where the dream balloons are. So it's not, it's very I just don't want you guys to get misled and scammed, because obviously reading the fine print is not what we do, what I do. So hopefully this helps you guys. This is where I got the 150 coins from. I'm just collecting 500 of these dream balloons. And then from here, after I collected these 150, that's what goes into the shop. So it's not what you would think, right? I thought personally that if I purchased this pack, I would get 2,990, which was going to be 2,990 here, which was going to be basically 50% off, 2 for 1, essentially, chaos stones or radiant exalt stones, whatever it is. Not the case. So don't be misled. I want you guys to know this, and just be aware. It's not as great as you think, and it makes it really hard because these icons look pretty much exactly the same. So be careful. Hopefully this comes out in time for you guys to see it and not make the mistake. And yeah, don't degen too hard. It is still, Moonfrag shop is coming down the road this summer with anniversary, whenever it comes out. So there's gonna be a lot more opportunities to let's just say make bad choices. All right, now we're gonna do the GOAT Geminis. Look at this, 1.1 trillion DPM, 157 mil cap. This was pre-signet. Pre-signet. How is that even possible? Sorry. So watch this. I've watched this before, so I already know. But Gloom is one of those bosses that actually paladins are mid in this content, and it shows how some classes are really strong if they just have full uptime, if they have sacro and they can just kind of tunnel. So you'll see Blaze Wizards are actually, holy smokes, are so good because they have their burst, they have their short burst, and then they have it every 60 seconds, and they have so many options. And if they have they're the top DPS and they have sacro and kind of just tunnel even more and stand there and not worry about dying, it is holy. Like, he's gonna sacro here, 28 seconds, and just burst again. Not even worry about it. So he just pretty much immunes Petrify Room right here. Doesn't even have to worry about it. But like, even if a Paladin did this, and I've done this on my Paladin, we don't have the consistent damage that to actually take advantage of this window from 1 minute, from 1 minute to 2 minutes. But you'll see in Geminis video, his burst is coming back right here on his D, and it lines up perfectly again with eye opening up. And look, there goes his DPS skyrocketing again. So he's at 1.8 trillion, almost 2 trillion within 100 seconds. That's just insane, right? And then one of the things that I think he does, because he's so tanky, is that even when he doesn't have Sakura, he just tunnels right through this. Watch this phase right here. So he ethereal forms for 4 seconds. Then he uses his iframe right here and just cleaves all these things down. And I think he might have died there, but he just procced Heaven's. Yeah, he just procced Heaven's Door, and doesn't even matter. He just tanked all that, and then look, his burst is gonna be up in 10 seconds again. His little burst here again is already up. So he just, I mean, it is pretty cool to see how good some of these classes are. And they're burst up again. He's up to 3 trillion in 2.5 minutes. What is that? So he's already like even over 1 point. He's over 1 bill 1 trillion DPS easily right now. And they kill it too fast. So Sack goes back up, so he's just going to tunnel. And they're probably going to kill it too fast before he even gets his burst back up. If he got his burst back up here, so I guess he would call this his mini burst because this is a 2 minute cooldown, but he's cranking. He's cranking here. So yeah, it looks like they're going to kill it before they even get to his little extra damage here. So man, if he just got like 15 seconds more, this could have jumped up to like 1.2 trillion damage. Just wild. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Let's see, what was his chart here? Yeah. Speechless. Just insane. Goodness. Wow. Fire story. Blaze wizards, fire poison mages are yikes. I want to do in this video podcast, I just wanted to shed light on some of my favorite content creators, some of the best players in the game right now, doing a lot of cool solo content, um, bosses right now. And I'm not going to show the entire videos, but I just wanted to, I'll post their links in the description. But these are some of, I mean, this is just insane gameplay from a lot of different players and classes that I think is worth taking a look at if you're, looking for new content and seeing how strong certain classes are in comparison to each other. So this is the Demon Slayer Rubedo. He's been an OG Demon Slayer since day one, holding it down. He was a Demon Slayer before I was. He was honestly one of the reasons why I came back and played Demon Slayer initially. I Blue Blood was my main before Echo, and Rubedo's been putting content out and killing the game since back then. So um, he's not. If anyone's been playing the game long enough, they already know It's not. He's been doing this for a long time. So currently, Rubedo, if you haven't seen I haven't seen the Paladin point of view, I posted that to my channel as well. That was a top NA Scania or NA Paladin. I'm not sure what Rubedo's gear is right now. I think it's a slightly worse than Sagan's, but I mean, Demon Slayer is crushing. I think Demon Slayer is arguably one of the best DPS in the game. I think it's DPS wise in like a 2 minute fight, like in Gloom, Demon Slayer laps Paladins. Just if you have full uptime. Things like Will, where it's like burst, and then waiting, burst, and then waiting. Paladins obviously are better, but I think Demon Slayers are just absolute monsters. And in solo content, I think they're also one of the best in the game because of just their survivability, their tankiness, their self heals, their iframes. Just they have so much in their toolkit, and um, they have good burst, and they also have good sustain. Like look at this, 90 seconds it took to to clear phase one. For reference, Sagan, the Paladin, did it took almost 2.5 minutes to do the same amount of DPS. That is just insane how good Demon Slayers are. So I actually haven't watched this for the first time, but I want to see how quickly he does it because I think Sagan was around 9:15, and mechanics and stuff have a lot to do with Lucid on when you get your trumpets out and when you cleanse the trumpets. So I'm curious what Rubedo does here. He decides to burst here, which is just perfect timing. It's like right on schedule. He barely had any sort of, you know, weight to it. And it looks like he may not be going for trumpets here at all. There it is. There's trumpet. So he was totally content with waiting for this first phase, dream phase to kick out. It kind of probably works out for him because he has 30-second burst windows. He has a burst window pretty much every 60 seconds. So he went 30 seconds on, 30 seconds break here, wait for his cooldowns to come back up, and he's going to go at it again. He probably is going to try to cleanse the next one then. And like 3 minutes in, he's insane. I mean, he's so far ahead of what any other class that I've seen do this. So I'm excited to see how this goes. So he knows boss is right there in the top right. Demon Awakening came right back up too. He's waiting for a snake for it to move so he can pop his snake here. There, he popped it. Kind of the prime spot right here. Iframe. He's going to stun here. Not much to currently. The opportunity now to build up charges. Yeah. So it doesn't look like he's even bothering with cleansing though. Yeah. Interesting. So I think he looks like he's waiting to build up charges. Should the bomb occur and overlap with minigame is instant death. Even casting an iframe for yeah. Yeah, so that's instant death. Which is, it's not a big deal. Yeah. He could have just waited out that timer there too. It doesn't really matter what I think he just didn't want to get caught in the middle with all these playing the game here. So he fell a little bit behind here in my opinion. Not cleansing there, but it looks like he's probably going to start binding or start trying to cleanse the trumpets here sometime here. My strat for maxing DPS uptime is to always bind a second or two after she casts Sickle. Okay. So it looks like, yeah, he's totally disregarding cleanses here, which is surprising. I mean, he can because his DPS is just insane, but I wonder if he was going for like a speed run, if he would have opted to try to cleanse here because he has so many charges left up. Because like it's gonna dream again, and it's like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and that's kind of the insane part about Demon Slayer. I feel like his time is still gonna be very good. He's probably gonna clear around 9 minutes, and he didn't do any mechanics. I mean, as far as cleansing the trumpets. So, oh, rinse and repeat. Burst comes up. Yeah, I mean, Demon Slayer, like for solo content here, is just lines up beautifully. He has Demon Awakening. He has his Snake up. Gets out of the middle. He's not going to cleanse. There, he's going to try cleanse here. So now that he has all these max charges, he's going to try and cleanse. Looks like he might be a mistake, though. He's going to get, yeah, the butterflies just ate him up. So didn't really get much value there. So back to the mini game here. And then coming out of the mini game, he's going to have to start cleansing, I think, just to maximize his uptime. So I'm going to see what he does here. Okay, impenetrable skin, burst. Yeah, so he's just brute forcing this. Pretty insane how much damage he does in this context. I mean, if I were him, I would have tried to cleanse on that bottom right platform while he was attacking there because it would have been a good spot. But he's just content. And look at that. He still has 3 minutes left and he's comfortably chilling. And he knows it too. Oh, there he tried to cleanse there. Let's see. So he's back in. Now is the ideal window to start using the 3 charges. Interesting. So he's just going to stand here and spam, looks like. I think he had better opportunities to kind of DPS and spam the charges. But, I mean, watch his time. His time's going to be pretty solid. Oy, oy. Oy, oy. Uh-oh. Froze on him. So he needs one more cleanse. He might need one more cleanse. So he's kind of trying to get here. Yeah. I guess he doesn't have a lot of burst here. It's going to be close. So he really waited to the very end. Oh, geez. He's going to die here. Oh, Demon's Bane came up just in time. That's wild. That was insane. So it actually ended up timing out perfectly for him, his strategy. Dude, that was insane. I need to watch that back. What was his timer here? Demon Bane? Where's his Demon Bane cooldown? Oh, right there. Just came back right in time. Wow. So everything lined up perfect for him. Actually insane. Holy smokes. What a great run. What a great run. Demon Slayer is so good. I love his transmog too. He always has like the sickest looks, the sickest style for like a Demon Slayer with the snake and stuff. Badass. Does he show his DPS charts here? His battle analysis? There he does. Yeah, jeez. That's a lot of burst. And he did this much damage in basically 30 seconds. 30-second windows. He basically did 800 bill. Crazy. That's crazy. All right, so now we're going to get Devil, the number one shadower in the game. Just absolutely, I mean, damage is insane. Shadowers are so, so good. He doesn't even have Dark Side here. He just straight shadower things and just used his Trick Blade there, I think. Just bursting through this. No stun. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so right off the bat, can tell he kind of went in greedily with no Dark Side and stuff. No stun there. And just brute forced it. So still the damage is just ridiculous. Jeez. Like just imagine how much damage he would have done. Oh, watch that. Oh, whoa. Just imagine how much damage he would have done if he just stunned there. So that's the thing, like my paladin, sorry, the paladin run, and I think other classes too, were clearing phase one so much faster than this. And it might have been the stun timing, it might have been a few other things, but like he has Sonic Boom backup, he has his burst backup. That's the thing about Shadowers, just their 60-second burst is just insane. So he's going to use it right here, finish it off, and then pretty much by the time phase two comes back, he's going to have this in about 20 seconds, you know? So pretty huge. So yeah, he's going to have a backup in 30 seconds. So that is just the insane thing about Shadowers is they have so much room for error as far as their burst. Just being up every 60 seconds, you kind of just don't have to be perfect with your damage. You don't have to be perfect about min max, and you kind of just have to use it and get full uptime on it. So again, what he's gonna do here? Dash it right away from the orb and sort of just kite here. So he does that's a nice job there. Dash here. Oh no, don't use it yet. Don't use your burst yet. Okay, use it here. Use your burst here. Nice. Yeah, so look at it just chunk right here. Perfect job of just kind of kiting the orb and then having full uptime on that. The crazy thing, he has so many mobility skills to like kite Damien. He has this skill right here into the darkness, I think it's called, and then Trick Blade, and then this skill can actually teleport too and move. So he doesn't even have blink on his or there's yeah, and then he has blink here. Kind of missed what happened, but wait, I'm so confused. Does he have a blink? Oh, he has a blink into the darkness preset. Goodness, like he just has so much mobility that he can have blink on a preset. Oh, geez, can blink on a preset with another mobility skill. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty sick. So Sonic Boom, pretty much right off. Oh, geez, tough. So he kind of misplayed there. He had 6 stacks, and he should have waited. But again, he's kind of in a good spot still. And he also doesn't even have a stun. So he, like Paladins, Demon Slayers, a lot of other classes utilize the stun in order to at least, I don't know, maximize damage a little bit better uptime. I wonder if is he gonna make it? Trick Blade, like Trick Blade teleport is insane. There does a good job of that. More mobility with his burst, like so many options just to kite here and reposition is pretty nice with the Shadower. And those are all little mini iframes as well. So here's a nice thing. Let's see if he, hopefully he dives. He's going to dash here. He's going to die here to this dash, 100%. Oh, nice. Oh, he bursted there. Oh, wow, lucky. He got lucky there, kind of. He's going to die right here. So, but again, Shadower has room for error as far as kind of just using it, not having to be the perfect window. Because if he waited and waited for all of this time to come out, it's like 15 seconds up, 15 seconds left on his. He would have missed it. He would have just been 15 seconds more delayed. So he sort of just uses it. And if it doesn't get full value, it doesn't get full value, but at least it's going to be paired together and kind of on a nice rotation, which is kind of insane. Like there's just so much wiggle room. That's why I think shadows are kind of broken. But it's cool to see shadower gameplay like this because they don't have like the passive heals that a lot of other top classes have. So they really have to utilize their kind of built-in iframes of their main burst skills like that. Oh, good thing he didn't use his burst there. He's gonna use it here. Yeah, he's just gonna rip it. Nice. So he got good value out of that. Jeez. Like that's just crazy to me. Like he can his secondary burst are iframes on 30-second and 15-second cooldowns that help him reposition and dodge and stuff. And then his main burst is on a 60-second cooldown. Like how so with all the room for error that he has, he's gonna die right here. Like with all these sort of, you know, bad timing situations where he bursted into a branding stack or he bursted into like or he died to that firestorm there, tornado, or he bursted with the orbs on him. He just has so much damage and they just have so much room for error as far as their burst. I'll go to the corner here. That his time is going to be insane because I think 3 minutes remaining on the he's got a slash here and then he should burst here. Burst. And mouse clicking. Dev already knows. But like he's just like oh here it is again. In his burst, he gets world treat on. Right? And it doesn't even matter. Like he's 3 minutes in, he's gonna kill it in another minute. Which is just insane. But it's also cool to see like the content. Like, you know, we see people's screenshots of their clears and their DPS, but you don't actually get to see like the gameplay all the time. And that he has like so much more room to improve, and his time could be honestly, he could have shaved a minute off here because he's gonna dashes here. Oh, he's got to blink over. Yeah, burst here, tornado. Oh, right on top of it. But doesn't get punished in solo content because there's no tornado. So yeah, if he just does this right, blink over, a burst here. Yeah, like he's just gonna chunk it down. Just like every 60 seconds. Just as long as he gets that right. Look at that. 146, 145, 130. It's the best time I've seen so far. And it like 10 deaths. A lot of room for improvement. Shadowers are just holy smokes. Holy smokes, the Shadow is so good. But that's kind of the gameplay. Like a lot of times classes are waiting 2 minutes for their bursts. If you've seen the Demon Slayer point of view, if you've seen the Paladin's point of view, you'll see the DB's point of view. They have to wait every 2 minutes for their big burst. Shadowers are every 60 seconds. How?